Hello, hello. Welcome everyone to the Friday Night Craft and Chill. Hope everyone's having a fantastic week. Soon to be weekend. Let's see who we got here. We got a lot of people here already. Or at least a lot of people talking. We got Hi, It's Me was the first one here. Fat Red Foo, how you doing, Fat Red Foo? Eduardo, wow, Eduardo's here pretty early. Usually he comes in a little later. Ed, what's up, Ed? Action Figs. Pants, I do have my pants on, that is true. I need to get another pair of pajama pants, I think. Maybe something with like some Christmas trees on it, I don't know. Something corny. Hit the like button. There you go. How's everyone doing? Anyone working on anything? Or I feel like there's a convention going on somewhere. Oh yeah, Legion's Con was last week. You know, I'm always up to date on all the latest the pop culture news. This. I'm drinking Dr. Pepper right now. Nice. Briscoe, what's going on, Briscoe? Nope, already messing that up. Keep thinking about getting a Dr. Pepper and then not getting a Dr. Pepper. But to be fair, I don't really drink soda. The last time I've had any kind of soda was ginger ale. This brush is so bad. Let's see how this works. That's a bit better. Arrived today. Chicago and Milwaukee are awesome. Sweet. Eduardo is on his Dr. Pepper tour of the United States. Skinny sticks. Yeah, those are skinny sticks, Fat Red. Which are basically popsicle sticks. Alright, I think I gotta come off camera for a second here to get this angle. I just had a decent, not frayed flat brush, this would be a lot easier. Damn it. That's alright. It's alright, it's alright. This kind of ruins the light effect, but I'm going to do the bottom anyway because it just needs something to frame it in a little. Jay Gonzo, what's up, man? What did Eduardo said? Friends, with just $1 at Wendy's, I drank all the flavors of Dr. Pepper for hours. Oh, you're a menace, dude. Probably gonna have your picture up in Wendy's. That's a bit better. That purple was kind of killing me there for a minute. A little too overpowering. That's a little bit better. I might do a wash on the purple door. But I don't know what color the wash will be yet. I don't know. Must feel like a blue wash would look good. Like a dark blue. We'll see. Well, since I got this color out already. Time IG posts, yeah. Yeah, you can do that. Anyone watching the Tyson versus Goofball fight? No, but it's, you know, it's just like a couple of towns over from where I'm at right now. I got a friend that's there. It's right here in DFW. Also, I canceled my Netflix subscription. I canceled all my streaming subscriptions except Amazon, and I don't know what I'm doing with that yet. It's time to take a breather from all that. Okay. Oh. Well, that was nice of them, Eduardo. It does seem a little unexpected, but, you know. I'm not subscribed to any streaming services. Briscoe still has his Blockbuster membership, I think. Whoops. Ed, is that not a normal thing, getting a whole breakfast? That is just a coffee usually? 'Cause that's what I'm saying. A whole breakfast is pretty sweet. Hard to turn that down. Cholesterol and all. Yeah, that makes sense. Never actually been to Wisconsin. I love Wisconsin. Chicago. Yeah, I guess Chicago can be awesome. Depends on where you're at. What do I want to do here? Wisconsin. Is that the cheese state? I think that's the state with the cheese, right? Wisconsin's where you're from. I've only ever been to California when I was a little kid. Yeah, I haven't been to that many states, really. New York. Well, I guess a lot of New England, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Maine. I've been to Canada a few times. Texas, Oklahoma. Florida a bunch when I was younger. Not too much out of the box, though. It is the cheese state, right? What is going on here? It is not wanting to cover. This top piece of foam needed to be roughed up with sandpaper or something. It's like very not receptive to paint. I don't think it has the plastic on it. Dark gray, dark gray. Let me get the dark gray. Oh, here it is. It fell over. Cheese and beer. There you go. That's a little better. Although I like cheese. And big butt woman. Spotted cow. What the heck? Actually, I think I might have missed this side. Oh, wrong color. Paint by numbers, right? Yeah. In Chicago, I saw 3 police chases, like in the movies. It was awesome. Yeah, it's awesome as long as they don't crash into you or anything, I guess. No, Axion, it's actually not that early. I've been getting up a lot earlier lately. And I've been going to bed a lot earlier. So Friday is now turning into an outlier as far as how late I'm staying up. It used to be I was staying up till 2, 3, sometimes even later than that every night. Pretty much 2:30, 3 o'clock every single night. And now I'm going to bed by 11:30, 11. So normally sleeping right about now. Plus, you guys, some of you guys anyway, have probably noticed I've been, I haven't done much, I haven't done anything on Instagram or with any shorts in a few weeks, really. I think I did one short video in the last 3 or 4 weeks. Just been busy, doctor stuff, and some other study stuff I'm doing and work, so yeah, life goes up and down with some things sometimes. You could start at 10, we'd still be here with you. Yeah, and I should start a little earlier. I just I gotta clean, and then I make dinner, and then I spend some time with Mom, and then after that I come into my room, I unwind for like an hour, and then I start the stream. So I guess I could just come in and just start the stream immediately, but I find it hard to. I intend to start earlier all the time, and then I'm just like end up cleaning or watching a video or thinking about something. Fully intending to come up with a plan for the stream, then realize it's getting too late. Don't plan anything. Turn the camera on and just grab some stuff. Once in a while I have a plan, but usually not. This is kind of carryover, so that was pretty easy. Do I want to use this brush? Right. Yeah, you're right, Ed. Stinking plan. What the heck am I thinking? This is not well-planned diorama. Okay, I hate this brush too. These brushes. This brush is way too long. Alright, let's see if that does any better. Oh yeah, that's better. Oh, rehab facility, huh? Yeah, I got a bunch of doctors and stuff that we got to get set up with, and made some calls, didn't get some callbacks. Some people were supposed to get some referrals, they didn't. You know, sometimes with those referrals it happens immediately, sometimes it takes like a week because they drag on them. Just depends on what system you're dealing with. But it's like when I get to the weekend and I know I'm not going to have to deal with anything because you know, the offices are all closed, man, does it feel nice right now. It's not so much that I mind calling or even talking to them. It's you call them and they never pick up the phone. You know, everything is on their time. You call them, you have to leave them a message, and then they'll call you back maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe in 2 days. And the way the phones are now, you know, like, you don't even want to have your phone on because you get so many crazy spam calls and random calls. You know, I don't leave my ringer on, so I'm running, checking my phone every hour as it rings. And I don't have voicemail set up. I haven't had voicemail in like, I don't know, 16 or 17 years. So I guess that's on me. But it's all just a pain. We have a family doctor that's really cool, and they have an actual office, so you call them, they pick up the phone, there's human beings, and I really like that. But all the specialists are just... The doctors are fine, but the way the offices are set up are very corporate. It's all robot land. Healthcare in Montana is abysmal. Yeah. Yeah, the whole system is screwy, man. The doctors don't like it either, believe me. It is so easy to underestimate how much time it's going to take to paint something like this with a little trim going around this box. It seems like it should be 1, 2, 3, but then you start seeing all the little bits. You got to go back in and put another coat on and put another coat on. Really adds up in time. Time spent. This is going to be light. crap. Hey, Michael, what's going on? It's called sus. That's pretty funny. Unified health system. That's sus. Just be happy you're not painting neon colors. Yeah, I know. Yeah, any of those bright colors are a pain in the butt. Unified healthcare system for how do you get SUS from Unified Healthcare System? Or I guess maybe those initials are for the words in Spanish. I don't know. Either way, it's sus. There you go. Sus. That's what I feel. Portuguese. There we go. Still funny. Still kind of sus. A great coat of neon is like 5. Yeah, I can't stand painting those lighter colors. The neon is brutal. You paint it, it looks like it's going to be bad, and you're like, well, maybe it won't be so bad after 2 coats. You put the second coat on, it dries, and it looks like you just smeared it around with like a piece of toilet paper or something, like you didn't even use a paintbrush. So Ed, how's your contest going over there on Toilette? Neon paint, yeah, neon paint is brutal. I have some right there. I remember when man, I don't even know if I was 20 yet. I think I was still a teenager, and I had roommates, and we were always getting stoned, and we had black light. And one time I just go in the living room, and I had this glow-in-the-dark paint, and I just painted all these freaking crazy-looking smiley faces all over the back wall in the living room that you couldn't see until you put the black light on, and it was like, what is that? Good participation. Mr. ADHD is behind the judging. Yeah, Fat Red Foo. Travis said that he was like, yeah, man, you could be a judge. Come on, help out. And I know he meant it. It's just, like Ed just alluded to, he's got a lot going on, and he never messaged me. And I was like, you know what? I'll see how long it takes if he remembers or if that's just gone. So it's cool. Absolutely ADHD. Look, a squirrel. Yeah. Yeah, I got a guy I work with that's kind of like that too, and I bust his chops a lot, and I'm assuming that's probably how Ed and Travis's relationship is as well. I just constantly like trying to bring him back on task, although not as much anymore. He's gotten somewhat better, but he just kind of drifts off on stuff unless there's a pressing need to do it. I'm not saying I don't do that, but not to the same extent. Troy, what's going on? Eduardo, random, just curious, why 118th and not 112? Well, for one, 118 is just easier to build buildings. And that's kind of why... I mean, I was kind of doing that from the G.I. Joe stuff. But that first one was this one, and I wanted to do a building that I could do within this camera shot, and if I did this in 1/12, it wouldn't even fit in the camera shot. I'd have to get a taller camera arm, and it's just a pain in the butt. It takes a lot more space, and I just wanted to knock some stuff out. Plus, I'd like to put it up on a shelf, and I did get the where are they? Yeah, I had got some of the Delta 17 figures that were actually sent to me by the guys over at Helladope. They were nice enough to send me a couple of them. So, yeah, it just kind of all went together. 118. Oh snap! It's Oz. What's up, Oz? Have no fear, I is here. There you go, Oz. We'll get you a round of applause. What movie is that from? Have no fear, I is here. Can't remember. Hackers? Oh, is it the plague? Does the plague come rolling up on his skateboard? Mr. the Plague? I think that's it. It's a great movie. I need to see that one again. Yeah, that's right. Of course, I didn't know who that was at the time that came out. I'm not sure anyone did. That might have been before he even got really famous. You gotta ask me about the doors again, Ed. I don't want to get on this door subject again. Yeah, I was thinking about doing them red. I thought about doing them brown, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna mention the door color this time. And here comes Ed. Random, what's your favorite character in Star Wars? You know, I am so bad at picking favorites of anything. But I'll say probably from the original 3, Han Solo, or potentially Obi-Wan. Wasn't around very long though. I may need a commission piece for a dragon. Are you gonna get that dragon, Oz? The big dragon. That's what you're talking about? Han Solo all the way. Yeah, Han Solo was fun. I mean, he was like a pirate, almost smuggler character. I'm 98% sure I'm getting the dragon. Dude, that dragon is huge. I feel like Oz would have to put his desk outside in order to accommodate that dragon. Oh man, this is a beast. It will be much less than 600 and over 250. Okay. All right. I mean, if it's in the 300 to 350 range, I think a lot of people are going to spring for that thing. I mean, for a dragon like that, what you would need is just rocks, kind of, right? Just like some rocks for him to stand on and a big... Actually, he'd probably look pretty cool on my my resin stream diorama that's in the other room. That might actually be big enough for that, too. Make a dio for the dragon. I'm not buying that dragon, man. I don't have enough room. And I don't really spend that kind of money on figures, so. But, I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't make a diorama for one, though. Fat Red Food. The resin stream dio is fine. I haven't done anything with it. You know, it's totally pretty much done. It has been done. It just needs a little work in that cave. Although it's kind of fine to not be finished because whatever theme I feel like taking pictures for, I can throw crates in there. I can throw a console in there. I can throw, you know, any type of props I already have made up. So, I mean, I've used it for photos on several different things. It's been pretty handy. Stretch goal would not be a bag of bones. Saddles for the dragon would be insane. That'll be an aftermarket item, Oz. If they don't make them, people are going to customize those. Yeah, I'm going to get one if the deluxe price is right. Yeah, I mean, kind of one of those items that I could really see. I used to always want a dragon when I was really heavy into fantasy. I just put my fingers in that. That's cool. Oh yeah, that would be a cool idea, Briscoe, if it broke in half. Please join my floating yellow chair campaign. Easy, Eduardo. They aren't going to do them. The community will handle the saddles. Yeah, and the saddles can be really cool. A nice dio of a pile of gold would be cool. Indeed it would. Totally on board. Yeah, anything Briscoe can do to kind of mildly annoy me, he will definitely be on board with. Yeah, pile of gold. I really do like that. I do like that. You know, even you could do just a normal saddle, but if you wanted to get crazy, I think that thing's big enough you could almost make like one of those, you know, like those war wagon things. I don't know what to call them. It's almost like a carriage on top of an elephant, like they used to do. That might be kind of cool. Like a mountain dial, but gold too. Yeah. I mean, you can combine the both, right? You could have actually a dial like what I got, where it's like a mountain with a cave with gold pouring out of it, and the dragon standing like right in front of it with the cave with the gold coming out the door behind it. Problem with all of that is that diorama is a kitchen table. Like every single anything you do that you're going to put that thing on is going to be the size of a kitchen table, and extremely difficult and cost prohibitive to ship. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if shipping was getting close to $100 on something like that. Space Eater. Yeah, that's no doubt, man. Briscoe wants 2 dragons. You want to repaint one? That is some paint job. Briscoe, do you have an airbrush? I don't remember. A Bella Bargain Store. Okay. Okay, stop trying to do that. You're going to mess that up. Yeah, I have an airbrush. Okay, cool. Someone's gonna paint them. I mean, that's just, you know, it's gonna happen. I don't know who's gonna do it first. All right, that was the wrong color paint. Wait. No, it wasn't the wrong color paint. I just put it in the wrong spot. What's up, Tar? T-A-R? Sherry said the dragon took her a month to paint. That's not surprising, Oz. I mean, it's a big model. I can't use the airbrush properly. Yeah, me neither. I'm not too good with the airbrush. Gonna go to bed. All right, Oz. Have a good night. Does anyone know how big the dragon actually is from, you know, tip to tip, from the nose to its tail? Not counting the flame. I'm headed to be early. Good night, Chuckleheads. All right, take care, Fat Red. Bed. I'm 53 years old. Stayed heavy for me. Good night, and God bless you all. Good night, Eduardo. With deluxe setup, it's 6 feet? Okay, 4 feet. 4 feet without the flame. That's still freaking huge. Yeah, that would actually be too big for that dio I have in the other room, because I think it's only 3.5 feet long. And a 3.5 foot long dio is big. It's really big. Chucklehead tonight. What am I doing? Good evening. Evening? It's almost morning, Lawrence. How you doing, Lawrence? Where was I going? Oh, I was going up here. I think people are totally underestimating how big it will be. Yes. Yeah, you won't be able to get pictures of that unless you're... Most people don't have rooms big enough in their house unless you're talking about the living room. You'd have to put it at one end of the living room, just put a kitchen table in there and have enough room to stand back from it in order to get everything in the camera lens. What are you making that you want to send me to show off in my amazing photos? Ah, I see. Larry, you don't really do too much 1/18th anymore, do you? I mean, I know you got your classic stuff. But, yeah, this is just part of that whole... I don't know what you call it. Cyberpunk. Not exactly. Just a futuristic, not exactly futuristic, modern, weird, something. Cityscape, sort of. Right now it's a set of 3 buildings that are all going to link together. do I really want to paint this? Ugh, I don't. I need to figure out a new dio and backdrop for the Dragonfly. Is the Dragonfly 1/12 or 1/18? Just take it to the creek. Yeah, I have a feeling you go down to Ed's Creek and that's where like you just see like the legs of action figures sticking up out of the mud and just busted off vehicle wheels and stuff from when he was down there drunk. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, large. I'm sure that is. 1/12 scale helicopter's got to be huge. Yeah, these guys are all talking about that Mythic Legion's dragon. I'm like, dude, a diorama for that Mythic Legion's dragon it's a kitchen table. And that's not even like a full diorama. A kitchen table is like a base. You know, though, with a helicopter like that, you could use out-of-scale buildings. You could use 1/18 scale buildings. It would look fine, especially if you had the helicopter, like, off the ground a little bit. You could just have the buildings would look like they're, you know, forced perspective a little bit. It would be fine as long as you didn't have one of the figures directly next to the building. I never go drunk. I'd get lost in there forever, and y'all miss me. Yeah, I remember getting lost in the woods. It's been a while, though. Difficult to get the shots he took with a 58-inch screen behind it for a digital background. Then he mentioned they bought a 72-inch screen for G-Con. Yeah. An outside setup, yeah. Or maybe you could do it in like a two-car garage or something like that. Yeah, exactly, Larry. I mean, it sounds good and all, but pain in the butt. I mean, if you have one, you know, one is like the centerpiece, you know, like a flag. And a flag is huge. But if you have one centerpiece toy, then that could kind of make some sense. But when you start buying all these vehicles and stuff, you got to have a lot of freaking space. I mean, I know that just from dioramas, you know, having multiple buildings and stuff, it's too much. Random, this section reminds me of where the Waynes all met their fates. Yeah, that is a little bit like that. So this does have like a theater look to it. I think the awning like this came into my head because we ended up making a few trips to the emergency room last month. And that awning is like, the point is over here, so it's more triangular than square, but yeah, I think that's where the awning idea came from, was the ER. Get a shed. You need a big shed, Troy. You need a big shed for that. I'd replace my Lord of Power Pack 5. It's a lot of space, man. I mean, for a proper diorama for a dragon like that, you're talking about something the size of a twin bed. Maybe bigger. Maybe a full or a queen bed even, if you really wanted to get, you know, build something that stood behind it and, you know, 2 walls and a floor. Right. Yeah, the flag is basically a display for everything else. Eight by 8. Yeah, Troy, that's not a joke. But, you know, if you get it squeezed in on something that's not quite as epic, and it's just, you know, almost like a 0 lot line house where you have like a 0 lot line diorama around the dragon, it'll still look really cool as long as you have, you know, a wall in the back and maybe a corner wall that's enough to get a shot. But you're going to be very limited. You know, you're only going to be able to take good looking pictures from that one angle. But it'd be enough to display it. You could probably prop it up in a corner. If it's 4 feet long, yeah, it'd have to be a minimum of 5 foot long for the display. You might be able to get away with like 4 by 4 or no, 5 by 4, something like that. I just mean have the dragon displayed. For now, I would have to do the dio when we get, yeah, a real collection room. Yeah, Oz. Yeah. It might be a little too wide to fit on the flag. I'm not even sure. I mean, this thing is 4 feet long. I mean, the flag is big, but I don't know. How wide is the flag, Larry? That thing's got to be, that dragon has got to be, it's got to be getting close to 20 inches wide. Like the feet, but I'm not sure. I have to take another look at it. You could suspend it in the air above the flag. That would look really cool. Troy, you said a lot of words right there, man, and I don't know what any of them mean. You could do a static maintenance diorama on a Billy bookcase. I don't know what any of that is. It sounds really good, though. I gotta tell you. Really professional sounding. Is a Billy bookcase an IKEA jobby or specific kind? That doesn't sound very IKEA. Three feet wide, its widest point. Okay. Alright. It's about 36 inches. Get it delivered to Larry's house. I'm telling you, have it hanging. If you get the flame coming out of it and it's just making a pass over the flag with the flame coming down, that'd be pretty cool. Alright, we're gonna paint these doors. I'm gonna paint them red, man. Yeah, we're painting them red. I don't know. Do I want... I don't know. Oh, you know, I might not have enough of cardinal red. But I do have fire engine red. Or engine red. What else do we got here? Red door obsession, right? I know, man. I know I got a red door obsession. It's all right. This is silver marlin. That's French blue. Yeah, screw it. We'll do the fire engine red. This just looks so boring. Blue. Blah. Who the heck wants that? Blue kazoo would probably be okay. That's super bright. I'm going with red. I'm going with red. Hard to beat red. I see a black door and I want to paint it red, Oz. That's just how it is. Green wouldn't be bad. But I may regret it, but I'm going with this red. Ed says I have an obsession. I don't know. Maybe he's right. We'll see. Oh, that's a red. Red with a wash. You know best. I definitely don't, TAR. But we'll just we'll pretend I do for now. The consistency of this paint is really weird for craft paint. This is almost like normal acrylic paint for canvas. Is what it feels like. Whoa, man, whoa. What do we got going on here? Kenzo, what's up, Kenzo? Red with a wash. A wash, there might be a wash incoming. I never found my putty epoxy, so I finally got some today. Well, you'll find it eventually, Troy, and then you'll have more. So weird, the consistency on this paint. It's just, I can't believe it's like this thick. It's very strange for craft paint. And it's also on my hand. I mean, look at that. See that? It looks like it came out of a paint tube, not a craft canister, jar, bottle. There we go, that's the word. I know English. Night again, Oz. Alright, seriously, bedtime. Every time we start talking about the dragon, Oz's heart starts beating a little faster and he can't fall asleep. Take care, Oz. Looks like it came out of the pizza sauce. Yeah, it's something... I don't know if it dried out and it got thicker like that, or if that's just the way this specific color of paint is. See, what does that red look like in contrast to the... I usually use the cardinal red. Yeah, the cardinal red is more chill. Is that right, though? Cardinal is more classy, right? I like that too. But was too low on it. I gotta buy some more. Yeah, it's so thick, I feel like I can't control it well near the edges because it's not really flowing out of the brush. I'm just kind of smearing it around. All right, let's try a smaller brush. And that's garbage. It's alright. This stream has enough chill already. I mean, sort of, Ed. Sort of. But it's kind of hard to have too much chill. What's up, James Lucas? Thicker paint might be better for a door like that. I mean, it gives it a look, Briscoe. It is true. It does give it maybe a differentiated look from the rest of the building. Crap. There's like no paint flow at all. I'm just having to load the brush over and over and over again. I could try to... I'm not even going to try to thin it out. What the heck would I cut craft paint with? I guess water. And with oil paint, you'd use a little paint thinner or some turpentine or something. I don't know, with I guess acrylic, they have different types of medium you can mix in. Never really done that with craft paint though. Craft paint's usually so dang watery you don't even think about it. brutal, man. My first FDM printer, wow. So, Kenzo, I know I've heard, now I don't know, I mean, I was just watching some YouTube videos. One guy said that those shipped with like some issues and they did like updates and they run better now. So I don't know if you need to update the firmware or not. And maybe that was just him, you know? It probably updates automatically, I imagine. I don't know. I don't know, man. I know that thing is huge. Which one is it? The Neptune? Is it the Neptune Max? Because I think the Max is like 16 inches by 16 inches. It was quite large. Okay, that's good. Good to know. You know, it almost looks like it has a wash on it already. Ed kept talking about it. Neptune 3 Pro. They're all actually pretty big. I think even the Pro, like they all... I'm not sure if the Pro, I know there's the Ultra, there's several of them and they all kind of step up. You know, maybe with one coat, actually that little bit of gray paint showing underneath there from before almost looks like a wash. It's kind of looks good like that. I feel so much better with the red doors, man. I feel comfortable. Way nicer than the purple. Where is that purple door? Good things about the Helladope printers. If I ever get one, I most likely get one of theirs. Cool, James Lucas. Now, I'll tell you, the bamboo printers are amazing. I've had an excellent time with them so far. The only thing that's a little, not really annoying, but it's a limitation is when you're using the AMS, the multicolor system, you can't use cardboard spools. You have to use filament on plastic spools. And it's probably better if you just use bamboo's filament. But there are, you know, you can use like Sunlu, and there's quite a few brands that work pretty well with it. I want to print a cosplay mask or helmet. Oh, okay, yeah. Filmation attack track that Yurko designed. I'm not familiar with it. Huh. Where we got here? Where are we at? An hour and 51 minutes. It's kind of a little short. Let me see. What else can we do that's not going to take an hour? We could do a little more, another coat on the roof there. Yeah, for sure. Send it, man. Let's see them set up together. Yeah, give me a minute. I still need to glue the wings on this one so it'll stand, but we'll rig it up with something. Get this table kind of cleaned up a little bit here so I can set that up. I have enough space for all three of these here. Nope. Ah! So yeah, that's what we got right there. Obviously, this is going to have sides on it, and it's going to be out a little bit more. Let me see if I can illustrate that a little bit better. That looks pretty cool, though. This will be popping out like... Do I have anything that can hold this at the proper... Yeah, kind of like that. So it'll be popping out quite a bit from these other two. Let's get the... Yeah, we got a 1/18 dude right here. He can stand. Wow, that is like... Posing, not my strong suit. Let's just get him a... But yeah. Let's see what it looks like top down. Can we get a top down? Now with this popping out like that, I'm gonna have to build some kind of roof in here. And obviously these are very thin, so you can't get like a super high-end shot like overhead, but you can kind of like cheat it like that where it's kind of pulled back a little bit. I kind of like this little courtyard in here. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it when it was done, but it's kind of cool to have a little indention space here. And when I make a floor or whatever, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do a specific floor for this or I'm going to do like a generic kind of floor where I can just, you know, move things around. Looks awesome. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. Now I need to build a scale speeder bike vehicle to sit in the street. Dude, the smoking section. Yeah, that's what it is, Kenzo. I need to put a bench right here and build one of those little, you know, those little ashtray things. Ed, it's funny that you mentioned that because I'm super small still in this corner here. I'll get a little... I was thinking about making a speeder, like one of the green ones that I have in this scale. So that's kind of funny you said that. That would look awesome with some lights, but it's alright. It's good enough. I'm not trying to do no damn lights. It's a lot of work, man. Cool, cool, cool. Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up right here, guys. Sitting in front of this, yeah, I think so too. It needs a vehicle in here. Oh, under the awning even. Parked right under there would be really cool. All right, guys, I know it's a little early for me. It's 12:42 here, but we've been going 2 hours, and that's not too bad. So, hope... Here, let me do this. Hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. Thank you so much for hanging out on the stream. Special thanks to the channel members, but everyone who came by and hung out and said anything. Appreciate you guys. Have a great week, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Take care. Why is the end the stream button not working? There we go.